Oh my goodness. Not a great week for Amazon, was it? What with one of their Alexa devices recording a conversation and then forwarding that conversation all without permission, without warning. Amazon, you got some splaining to do. Let's talk about that today. Since last we spoke as well, Farley, I know you all asked about Farley. Yes, there he is, and he is, yeah, well, let me just show you a little better. See there, he's got the cone of shame. He's got the cone of shame back on. Why, you ask? Because he ate a cloth. He ate a microfiber cloth and then had to have surgery. This followed his knee surgery, so he's been on the mend. But he's just got his stitches out with a little bit of an infection, so he's got the cone of shame back on for another 10 days. Boy, it's been a tough couple of weeks for him. But speaking of tough couple of weeks, let's talk about this whole Amazon thing because it is, I think, fascinating. So I'm sure you've been following the story, but if not, an Amazon smart device like the Google Home device, the Amazon Echo, recorded a couple's conversation and then sent that recorded conversation unknown to the couple to one of their coworkers who called them back and said, turn off, unplug all your devices. It's sending out your private information. To which they panicked, reached out to the press, reached out to Amazon, and Amazon got on it right away, started to look into it. And the best explanation that we have from Amazon, I see no reason not to believe. There was a kind of a comedy of errors and a perfect storm was brewed up. The Alexa thought it heard some commands and create a message and then send the message and to this person on their list. So the Alexa, according to their logs, heard these commands and then executed the commands as it would, because you can use it for messaging. But of course they hadn't done that. Consequently, everybody's freaking out, going, "Oh my God, they're listening to us! They're listening to us, and they're sharing our data." I think, to be honest, I think this is a bit of a tempest in a pot of tea. I don't think this is that big a deal. I don't think Amazon or Google or Apple is listening to our conversations and then going to share that personal information with others. I don't think that's there. Now, I don't trust them. Don't get me wrong. I don't trust them any more than you trust them. And I don't think we should trust them. But I just don't see where the benefit would be for them to be doing this. So this was an accident. This was just something. This was an unfortunate series of events. This was Amazon's equivalent of an ass dial, where you inadvertently phone somebody and the phone is open and you're talking. And it happened to be that you happen to be talking about them and saying not very nice things when that happened. It's happened to people we know. It might have happened to you. Or the inadvertent send of the email where you address in the autofill, fills in the wrong name, and inadvertently sends it. There's lots of instances where technology does not perform as we think it should. And consequently, it looks bad, we look bad, and and there's just a lot of badness happening. I think that's exactly what happened here. You know, I made some notes. Let me check my notes. The thing I'm noticing is a lot of people are using this as a rallying cry against these home devices, against Google Assistant, against Amazon Alexa, and talking about how these things are patently evil, and we need to do something about that, or we need to disengage. I'm on the fence. I don't think these things are good. But I don't think they're inherently evil. I think they're part of progress, and that makes us uncomfortable because we're stepping into spaces that we don't really know the ramifications of, and most importantly, we don't trust the people who are creating them. They haven't engendered any level of trust with us. We don't know what their motives are. Consequently, we have a lot of fear and uncertainty. And I don't have a solution for that. I can't say, you know, that no, they're trustworthy or no, they're not trustworthy. I can't gaze into a crystal ball and see what's coming down the pipe. Neither can you. Nobody can. That's the truth is nobody knows. There's lots of opinions, but nobody knows. So the reactions that we're seeing run the gamut of head in the sand, ignoring it, all the way through to blowing up all of your devices, getting rid of it all, making sure that all smart devices are in your home and you're trying to disconnect from an online world. So we see the whole range. We see the whole range. And I think that how we respond is really important over the next 2, 3, 4 years. This is a really, really important time. As these technologies start to hit the mainstream and become, and we start to hear about them and recognize their power and recognize how quickly they can grow and how quickly they can become a part of our society. This is the only time that we're going to have to really instill some measure of input into how the companies are executing them. Because here's the bottom line. Amazon, Google, Apple, all of the people creating these technologies, they're as afraid of us as we are of them. Really? Yes. We're their customers, or we're their product. We have power in this equation. I know we don't think we do, because as an individual, as one person, no, we don't. But as a community, as a group, we do have power in this, because Amazon, Apple, Google, they're all afraid of us. What we think makes a difference. And we can influence them through our engagement or through our lack of engagement, through our dollars, through our voice, through our opinion, through our conversations. We can influence them. They are listening. I mean, that's one of the things that we're most afraid of, is the fact that they're listening to us too much. Well, let's tell them things that they should be doing then. Let's engage in the conversation. See, I think there's 3 ways that you can go. And I'm seeing all of it in Twitter. I'm seeing all of it on Facebook. I'm seeing people saying, I've decided I'm disengaging. I'm stepping out. I'm out. I don't want my personal information shared. I'm afraid what they're doing with it, so I'm not playing anymore. And I respect that. I understand the fear. I understand what motivates that. I just don't happen to agree that that's the best practice. Another group of people just sticks their head in the sand and lets it go on. And that's the worst thing you can do, is just ignore what's happening and just let it happen without your input in any way, because you're going to live in definite fear as we go along. And the third option is what I choose to do, and what I think most of you choose to do, but I think we have to do it more consciously now rather than just subconsciously. And that is, let's let our voice be heard. Let's engage more. Because of this issue with Amazon Alexa, don't take your Alexa and put it on Craigslist and get rid of it. Instead, let Amazon know what you want to do with it, what you want done with it. Tell them. Be part of the conversation. Hold them accountable. It's not going to be an easy thing to do, but you do it by tweeting. You do it by posting to Facebook. You do it by writing to Amazon. You do it by writing it in the reviews for your Alexa. You let your voice be heard. And if society, the online community, keeps engaged and keeps holding them accountable, I think we can sway them towards accountability. The cow has not left the barn. We still have input into what's going to happen with all of these enabling technologies. And they are powerful. And they can be good. They can be wonderful for us to have access to. I mean, can you remember what your life was like before Google? I don't care whether you like Google or not, but when you're watching Game of Thrones and you're wondering who that actor is, you search it, you look it up, you get instant gratification, you get value right now, right this moment. When you're cooking in the kitchen and you're trying to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit because you want to know if the food is safe to eat, you have that information available to you right now at that second. There is wonderful benefit to this technology that we get to take advantage of every single day. We can't just sit back and expect it to be all good and no bad, and we can't expect that the greedy spirits that create the technology, because it's all being created for profit, won't sway from a moral path if we don't remind them what that path looks like on an ongoing basis. So, tough week for Amazon, good week for us, because more people now are more aware than ever of the challenges we face, and I hope that their voices join with ours. That's it. End of sermon. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please find that subscribe button, click it, and hit the notification bell so you hear about all of our upcoming videos as we produce them. We don't just vlog on this topic. Oh, no. We do lots of positive how-to stuff on our channel, and every week we host a live tutorial webinar called Webinar Wednesday, which is a little bit of awesome. Until next time, I'm Steve Dotto. Have fun storming a castle.